The owner of a small boutique says she is over the moon after winning a trademark battle with high street fashion giant Zara. Amber Kotri, who runs Darlington-based House of Zara, had been told by the retailer her business was conceptually identical. Zara had argued there was a high degree of visual and oral similarities between the two brands, but a tribunal found the link was too insubstantial. She said the judgment was a genuine weight off my shoulders. It's been well over a year and very stressful on my home life as a mum of 3 young children, as well as on the business, as there's been hours and hours of preparing documents of evidence, she said. My daughter's due date coincided with the time the last evidence was due, so it hasn't been easy. Miss Kotri said she had received an email informing her of the tribunal's decision while on a visit to the theatre with her 3 children, but took several days to build up the courage to open it. It was quite a long document, and I couldn't really understand a lot of it as I had butterflies. However, she said she saw the words "the opposition is unsuccessful" and was relieved she would be able to continue growing the business. It's been so stressful, but we've won, she added. In May, Miss Kotri, who represented herself at the tribunal, told the hearing there was no likelihood of confusing the brands. Zara had argued the House of Zara trademark application should be refused because it was too similar in name, which could result in customers confusing one trademark for another. Julia King, representing Zara, said the name Zara was one small brush mark away from her clients, adding the County Durham-based brand was not distinctive and only descriptive. She said it could pose a serious threat to Zara if the market was crowded with brands that looked and sounded similar. However, Tribunal Registrar Matthew Williams ruled he was satisfied any mental link made by customers between House of Zara and Zara would be too insubstantial and fleeting to result in an exploitation. He said the two brands were visually and orally similar to a degree between low and medium. Miss Kotri, whose husband is Albanian, set up and named her company in 2019 after the Balkan country's word for fairies. She said she was contacted by Zara's lawyers last year after trying to trademark her brand. Miss Kotri said she had also been in contact with more than 10 other small business owners who had been contacted by the fashion company asking them to rebrand because of similarities with their names. She has previously accused Zara of very intimidating conduct in its dealings with her. Miss Kotri said to anyone in a similar position, I would say keep fighting, it'll be worth it in the end. Be brave and ignore the threatening way the legal letters are worded. You know your business the most. You know the meaning behind any name, and if you've built it up, then fight for it. I couldn't tell my children that I closed down my business because someone bigger told me to. Inditex, the parent company of Zara, is one of the world's largest fashion distribution groups with 6,477 stores, including Bershka, Pull & Bear and Massimo Dutti. A Zara spokesperson said, while we do not wish to comment on the judgment itself, we continue to wish Miss Kotri and her business success in the future.